this has been a recurring matchup, and the former kings have actually become the victims. Roos versus Delhi in game number 2 of the grand finals. Beastie already leading in this series. 1-0 up, best of 7, $25,000 tournament in Denmark. And he takes to the Delhi. Delhi that have been looking pretty solid. But guys, we just watched Beastie versus Wham. And Beastie did not taste victory against the Roos there. No, Wham had the answers. It's interesting, actually. When you talk to people like Louis, he thinks there's timings that Delhi can be really strong here. But most Europeans, and presumably the NA as well, seem to favor the Roos. Exactly what Marine Lord would need to get back on track here. Game number 1 was a little bit odd. He was not anticipating the Sushi pick. He went into an Ottoman pick. Yeah, Ottoman is definitely not the strong point of your draft. On a map like Dry Arabia as well. Coastal Cliffs, though, both of these civs make a lot of sense. We've seen a decent number of Roos games coming in. Delhi also, surprisingly, like historically, a very powerful pick on this particular map. The curious thing, though, is that Beastie had Byzantines and didn't want to utilize them here. Presumably, he's saving them for somewhere like maybe Frisian. Regions also makes a lot of sense. Occasionally, we've seen Cliffside in the past. My concern, though, is Byzantines. I want to say that have they won every single game on this map? Their win rate has been pretty good up to this point, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm checking the stats. Coastal Cliffs. Okay, yeah, they only got played once in playoffs. I think that was the Vortex game, but it was a dub. It was a very convincing one. If you guys remember, it was actually the one that kicked us off. Wham versus Vortex. Hell of a game out of Vortex. The only one he was able to beat Wham in that series. It's up in the VODs. Be sure to check that out on the YouTube side. Beastie, how are we looking on sheep? That is not great from Beastie. Beastie has got 7 sheep. Marine Lord. All right, is it a Marine Lord spawn if it's the sheep? The Sheep Whisperer here. 15 sheep against a civ that starts on berries. And you see why Roos are so good as well. You go for the second scout and you predictably cut the map. So you get one long side and you split the other with your opponent. You're essentially guaranteeing, in almost every case, bar, on average, unless you get very unlucky, your opponent's going to run away with maybe 25% of the sheep. It's brutal. That does feel worrisome down the line. I mean, Pro Scouts is probably going to see us divide deer. Remember, the Delhi do get theirs for free. So they usually do get to Pro Scouts eventually. I'd expect to get at least one deer stat. This one is ridiculously defensive. Second one might be a bit more ambitious. Marine Lord Golden Gate, as expected, did go for the split hunting cabins. This has been more popular in recent times. I think people realized they were running the same distance to build a second hunting cabin here. The difference was it was more exposed, more vulnerable away from the TC. So you just get more gold gen. Because remember, you don't want them too close together. If they overlap, then you get less gold gen. So I'm just checking the stats between these two, by the way, historically. What do you think the win rate is between these two? It might surprise you. Marine Lord is overall favored. About a 70% win rate on series, around 60% on games. It's pretty crazy, actually. Last time they met was Elite Classic 3, where Marine Lord 4-0'd Beastie. Before that, it would have been the EGC Masters Winters. That was the one where Beastie won against Marine Lord 2-5, but had lost early to him in the tournament 3-1. And that's just 2025 alone. If you go back to last year, Masters of Realm, you have to remember that was Marine Lord's dominant year, where he won all the S tiers. The only exception, of course, was his matchup in Energy Slapfest, which was, I think, a B tier. And I think Marine Lord's words, he doesn't care about B tier. He doesn't care about A tier. The only thing Marine Lord truly cares about are the S tier wins. That's how he gets gentle mates to pay him the big dollars. Pro Scouts now on the way. Beastie, nothing unusual about this build so far. It's good going for the stables. Ghazi are often the popular play. And then normally you expect a Spearman follow-up here into a gradual 1-1-1 has been how we've seen Delhi played. In fact, that's the exact way that Beastie played this. But it all comes down to how Marine Lord wants to approach it. In the Wham versus Beastie game, we saw long Feudal from Roos with lots of knights. Wonder if we'll see the same here. Beastie. Just annoying him on the mining camp. I mean, he's got nothing else to do because I think Marine Lord is planning to take Beastie's deeper deer away, right? Yeah. Oh, this is so greedy. But so right. Maybe he has to pull back now. Did he see the Ghazi? He might glimpse the Ghazi, which means he'll probably try to play a bit more defensive. We do have Spearman reaction coming in. And it is going to be Knights again from Roos. Yeah, Marine Lord probably reviewing that WAM game and being like, hey, that looked pretty good. Reaction, the expected reaction would be Spears here from Beastie. But I think he wants to confirm what he's up against. Unfortunately for him, the way that Marine Lord has built his base has made it quite difficult from his angle to scout. He did just glimpse the stables, though. And yeah, reminder people, this is a bait. You could not access the fish on this map. These guys are not noobs. They understand that fishing is good. It's just you can't reach it. That is an intentional design by Avali. It's thematic. Just to make it look pretty. Think of this map as Dry Arabia 2/3. In fact, I feel like if we just called it that, it would have been a clearer name. No one would have got confused. 2/3 Arabia. Beastie, interesting. So he doesn't go Spears. He just keeps going Ghazi. Why would he do this over Spears? He wants to choose the fights. He understands that Marine Lord's got a lot of deer to get his hands on. So he wants to be able to run between the two. Unfortunately for him, Marine Lord's not being greedy about this. His response is actually quite on point. Go one deer stack at a time so that you don't expose yourself. Scout isn't going to tank there. Nice targeting. Some Marine Lord, great trade there. Losing a spear, killing a Ghazi. Scholars now on the way out. Please tell me the wolves are going to de-aggro. Okay. That would be so tilting, man. Could you imagine double wolf just griefs you on the capture? Like, I think 2 wolves as well would have killed him just before he'd get this. Like, he what, start the capture at 120? Yeah. Has got the Ghazi coming, though. So we'll better protect. And Reload first night revealed. Doesn't want that fight. Double Ghazi hits pretty well into solo night. What's your spam now from Beastie? Ooh, really? I mean, he needs to answer the Spearman, but I don't think he was expecting the Knights, maybe? We'll probably see him pivot into a 1-1-1 soon. I do like that he prioritized the blacksmith timing, because if Marine Lord is going for mass archers, he'll be rushing that timing. So as it currently stands, BC actually might get a slight edge on blacksmith tech. I'm expecting blacksmiths probably in the next 30 seconds by Marine Lord, because he's already got 4 archers in queue, which means he's building a stockpile of wood. Remember, this is the biggest challenge. If you guys are struggling with Delhi on the ladder, this is the biggest note to take. You need to prep for blacksmith times. Review your VODs and realize when a good Delhi player is teching, because blacksmiths is usually the #1 reason why Delhi players win Feudal Age, because they get it for free. And especially ever since the Dome of Faith build, this became even more oppressive. Beastie, looking to oppress the double sacred site. Scouts are still getting through. Might have to think about dropping and coming back on that, though. Remember, the deer is very important here. The extra gathering rate is what is going to allow him to get away with Roost Knight spam. Beastie's army is not ahead, by the way. Remember, 10 of his 31 troops are scholars. Beastie look for greed. Probably not against knights. You can't just tech right now, because the knights could run across. Maybe Beastie looks for a Sacred Site win condition? Feasible on this map. Also, because he has archers, he can wall. Which means you don't have to worry about the knight threat. You can just stay behind the walls, poke at the archers on archer. I don't know if you really want an archer fight, because remember that, like, Roos are very good at spamming archers. On the old Tower of Victory build, yes, you could build walls and just archer trade. But in this situation, it's just basic maths, right? Archer count for Roos should, as game goes on, be higher. Right. Parving, hello? Where are you going? That's a marooned lord right there. Does somehow get away, but, I mean, it's not a French knight. He's not going to heal up. Even sends him back in. Yeah, Marino just not really able to get that Knight blob up yet. Really well played by Beastie to keep containing him. He's not just sitting back, because if he sits back, then Marino goes up to 8, 9 Knights and takes a good fight. That's worrisome. So Beastie just wants to keep checking him. I like the change as well from a lot of Delhi players. A year ago, in this position, they would have just fallen back to the Sacred Sites and walled it in. That's bad, because you give your opponent room to breathe and build mass Knights, but you also give him the deer. That's the value of this play. He was slowing down Pro Scouts and stopping the Knight count from getting too high. Oh my god, I just looked back, all the Arabia comments. Maybe we just call it Scam Arabia. Decap now from Marine Lord. Ah, Beastie, did he ever play his hand? I think he did. He was getting ready to rotate towards the wood line. And now it means his win condition is removed. Not just that, look at the resources. Marine Lord is slowly moving towards attack timing. Interesting choice. Does he think he can get the ball? Yeah, this is not old bounty roost. You don't just kill the boar and get it. It might be a little bit too soon to actually play out onto the ball location, especially if you're thinking about a tech up. Scholar pull, though. 5 of them in the army. Patting a few heads better. Marine Lord. He just wants to try and scare Beastie off here. You can see he's not reinvesting into Knights. He's trying to resist the temptation. But the Dark Lord might come calling because of that. Good micro. Uses the archers to get rid of the injured Ghazi. Not quite able to get that one. So Beastie will be able to heal this one up. Yeah, it was enough to scare him, though. And that's really what Marine Lord's after. You could see he's fake outing here, right? He's not looking to be in this age anymore. The wall in from Beastie's like, okay, nah. Marine Lord, that's ballsy as all hell, though. What? So he does come for the ball. I mean, if he gets a wooden fortress, if he gets a tech up, then buys the stone for a spring emplacement, you would be shocked at how easy it is to stay there. Spring emplacements, I feel like in the last year, spring emplacements to me, it's not even like they've changed necessarily. They've just felt more and more oppressive, you know? Impact of them never really able to be overstated. I've seen so many games turn because of those emplacements. Denial on the ball is big. Remember, when you kill it with a Muslim Civ, it just disappears. So Marine Lord, he wants to strike it. Doesn't get it. So Magician Mike makes it disappear. This is a bit hard for him to have played up to that boar anyway. But like, if he gets map control, that's now 2,200 food removed. High trade house on the way. What is with these trade houses? All right, guys. Like, can we just give Marine Lord the win? Like, guys, can we just let him win the Denmark land? I mean, clearly he's poor. Like, look at this high trade house. Like, he needs the money. Do I know who will win? I've done my best to try and avoid spoilers. I'll make a prediction. We will win. The two historically strongest players in Age of Empires 4 clashing. I mean, come on. Upgrades on the way. Veterancies. Nicely timed by Marine Lord. Beastie playing from behind, actually, with the House of Learning timing. Has got 20 scholars, though, guys. Would you like to see the tech speeds? I'd rather not talk about them. Why does it take a minute to get this? Good God. For free. Marine Lord, though, he knows there's an advantage to be had. Veterancy on Knights is in. Beastie was trying to pull for relics. A little bit too late. He doesn't pull the workers away. The Knights are in. Textiles is there to try and help out. The archers arriving as well, though. Heavy dose of pain. 4 workers going down. Beastie should be counting his lucky stripes. It was not more. Those Knights just got ahead of the retreat. The archers would have caught up, and then it would have been a bloodbath. We know how Marine Lord likes to play, though. Methodical advantage. If he feels like the small lead is big enough, he'll fall back and just look to slowly increase it. And I think the way that he does that here is going to be a monastery play. We don't have one yet. High trade house is depressing. It's 73 gold. Yeah, a little bit of a taste of sadness in the mouth on that one. Villagers? Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. Yes? The knights? Looks like he'll be able to steer them. And he can't commit. So nicely recovered there. That could have been a disaster. Beastie now playing into the War Elephants, but Marine Lord, he did start prepping crossbows. Stopped, though, when he didn't see a reason. How you get an odd number in high trade house? Percentile increases, right? There'll be percentile increases with rounding numbers. So it won't be necessarily 77. It'll be something else. Be like, 76 point whatever. 76.7. Below. It's not gonna work. Yeah, just enough. 3 HP knight coming in clutch. Man, this is starvation right now. Beastie has not got a single relic. Oh my god. I can't believe that. I thought he'd at least have one coming home. But I think he tried to play for more greedy relics. He didn't take the safe one, if I'm not mistaken. I think he walked past this, maybe? This is brutal. 5 relic Rus on a map which has very limited gold access. In fact, if you look at Beastie's spawn, where is the gold? You've got the starting vein, and then everything is past the tree lines. Similar experience from Marine Lord, mind you, so fair within that regard. This, folks, is worrisome. Horseman switch up from Marine Lord. If he gets towards Boy's Fortitude, I don't know how Beastie takes a direct fight. He's got 2 War Elephants, so I guess that's good. But the crossbow counter is scaling. Yeah, and reminder, crossbows are the optimal counterplay into War Elephants. Speaking of said elephants, headbutt mode activated. The archers, the archers! He doesn't want to commit the knights, but he might have to. War Elephants pulling back. Beastie, a great fight! Holy mother of pearl. Most Ghazi are gone now. It's primarily just the War Elephants left frauding. But the crossbow count is underwhelming. Marine Lord, I think this horseman switch maybe premature. He was trying to think about the next step, but didn't respect the elephants. No. Then again, Beastie, he needs these type of trades. His food income is underwhelming. He's got mini pro scouts pulling back a few. And what? Are you kidding me right now? Beastie? Did we not see similar against Wham on regions? And did it not cost him dearly? Well, I guess so, but by the time it cost him, he'd already eaten his belly full of berries. Beastie with the sneak through on to Marine Lord's berries, because why would you ever want oh, he's already eaten them, so he might be coming through soon. Yeah, it's a race. You need to eat these fast. 16 villagers compared to just 9 with a better gathering rate. He should eat those berries, even with the extra 2, before Marine Lord moves across. Beastie, oh my god, the paranoia. Do you see this? He keeps checking. He's like, huh? 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 Has got the wall up as well, so that'll give him some sneaky shenanigans. Armies continue to posture. War Elephant count soon to be 5 for Beastie. I am getting a bit worried that Marine Lord hasn't respected the elephant count. No, I mean, he's got 22 crossbowmen. I guess his thought process is that he just wants to get rid of the range comp. But if the War Elephants get a good position, like, how do you ever reach them, right? If he fights around choke points, it's very difficult for Marine Lord. He still doesn't know. The berries. Oh my god. Marine Lord's going to clear them faster. That's a big deal, because after he's done with these berries, where do you think he's going to go, guys? So it's important that Beastie keeps him busy on the front line so that he can't block the retreat through that wall to the north. Beastie pulling back the injured parties. Horseman committing in. Elephants, first one to drop. They're actually dying. Second one to go down. 3 remain. And that didn't look like it was worth it. Oh my god, you couldn't tell because of the tree line, but look at the bodies. The amount of horsemen lost there for that dive. Not worth it at all for Marine Lord. Absolute disaster as Beastie now maintains a growing lead when it comes to military. He also might be starting to think about Imperial Law. 22 scholars maybe a little bit early, preferably around 30 is where you look to go. So more war elephants is going to be. I've got those sprint emplacements we talked about. We talked about how good they are, but I was talking about infantry, not war elephants. And the berries? Okay, this is where he should look. The Beastie, I think he gets out of here. Oh my god. The criminal. He's actually gonna find it. Oh my god, a different group walks over. The scout wasn't watching that side. Wooden Fortress being rushed up. For nothing. Because the berries are all gone. Beastie gets shivs out. Oh my god, is he gonna fight it? No, he runs away, but the army is coming. What on earth is happening in this game? Beastie's gluttony is not punished. Wooden fortresses being rushed down by the Elephant Siege. Double Sacred Site locked in. Just feels like he needs more crossbows. Horsemen. Oh, they're going to get freebie dive. They go onto the crossbowmen and the archers. They chase them away. BC a slight overextension there. The horseman count low. Marine Lord just 5 left. Sprint on placement in the Wooden Fortress. Crossbow target fire is going to be good. Gets another elephant. 3 remain, but BC has now got the focused healing of 16 scholars. Calm down, son. Not too fast. War elephant stays alive. He's just absorbing it all. Maybe a little bit too much, though. Crossbows. Not able to get it. Some scholars dying, though. And Marine Lord, by some miracle, able to retreat away from this. However, was there worker kills? There was. Marine Lord was sniping eco behind this. Okay, I think that was a knight or a warrior monk getting some kills. Marine Lord now up by 12 workers in this game. Gold is out of control. Food transition on the way with farms. The marketplace to rebalance the economy. Reminder, he's got 5 relics. Make it 6 of the high trade house. So he can afford to start spending gold into food. BC, however, has only got 2 sacred sites. Doesn't sound as impressive. More farms coming. BC, did he have to stop? That's what I'm wondering now. Just seems like the crossbow count was too high. He got scared, so he backs off and he pivots mangoes. But by going mangoes, you're giving Marine Lord space to get his economy sorted. A dangerous game being played here. More walls going up. Does Beastie think he can tick a Sacred Site timer? I mean, we've got a keep drop coming in. Marine Lord actually going to be able to move in soon to decap that. Maybe a little bit defensive. I would like to have seen a tile or 2 further forward so you can get the decap easier. That was beautiful timing. Notice what he done there? Wait until he's about 15% off complete. So then the army reacts by walking over, and he maybe just starts sniping a few down with this static defense. Boy's Fortitude has, by some baffling miracle, been missing this entire time. Crazy to think how many horsemen were lost, how many extra horsemen worth you could have saved. Definitely would have paid for itself. And a castle and castle drop. Beastie. He doesn't want to give this win condition over, no. So his win con has been established. Beastie will look to run that clock down for better or worse. His economy about to be worse. Horsemen go in. Marine Lord, he finds the trebuchet straight away. Villagers, well, at least mostly been safe. One of them goes down. Marine Lord, we've got an extra siege workshop coming in here, so he's going to look to try and answer this with Trebs himself. Rams coming in, a questionable choice against Horsemen. Really needs the trebuchets as the golden solution. Yeah, Rams are just not going to cut it. Horsemen, dive onto the backside, Beastie. Textiles makes you tanky, but there's no one nearby. Look at the army. Is he going? going. Yeah, he's heading into the base. What? Last time he tried this, he got stoppered by the wooden fortress. This time will be the ultimate vengeance. It goes down. Horseman still chasing these workers. We'll be able to find a few more. Marine Lord is going to have to pull off the gold soon. He's still got 2k behind the base, though, so he's fine. Marine Lord doesn't pull away with the workers. And the mangoes make villagers go smush mush. Not to be outdone, though. Horseman from Marine Lord and the Sikh shelter is weird. Wait, Beastie? Another one? Another castle coming in. Beastie! What is this game turning into? He's losing a lot of workers to do this. Down by 20. Scholars scouting, I love that. They're so speedy, they might as well. They're quicker than scouts. Got the vision as well. The best scouts in Area E4. Scholars. Marine Lord, he's getting ready to age up. I mean, he's still got so much room for pop. A curious choice by Marine Lord. Can't be high armory. Under this pressure, that's a death sentence. It's Speskaya. The Speskaya Tower from Marine Lord. Dive on the north side. Villagers not quick to move away. So Marine Lord's eco lead starting to disappear. Beastie, he's looking for the win con. It's not going to come quick enough, though. New landmark coming up. Reminder, the Sacred Site on the north side actually got decapped because Beastie's commitment. He was in too deep to stop it. Beastie, he doesn't have a farm transition. Anything he has is all that he will have, folks. The only thing he can afford is trebuchets. This is looking dicey. Villagers. Wait, he tried... Did he just try to go for the... He did. He actually did. He tried to go for the landmark snipe? That's wild. Didn't trust the trebuchets, and now he gets the bad news. Imperial Age upgrade for Marine Lord. Beastie, he doesn't quite know where the Speskaya is. The High Trade House is down. The TC is experiencing pressure. But Marine Lord gathering a lot of wood to keep on repairing. Workers just steering away from the army as much as they can. They're sharing a tree line. Like they'd share a birthday cake. Oh, good lord. Not a bad idea. If Beastie can take the wood away quick enough, Marine Lord will not be able to repair. However, Marine Lord's first bombard just hit the field. Workers also in a weird position from Beastie. The bombard does go after the Trebs. Now, the mangoes could snipe that out. They really need to. Rohirrim Riders elite upgrade being prepped for the Horseman. Beastie, waiting doesn't help you here. No, I think this is problematic. The TC is going to go down, but the hardest landmark is actually the Speskaya. So the siege needs to be targeting that, but Beastie does not have line of sight. He's walling him in. Wait, what? No! Did he? I swear he saw the castle, did he not? That's disastrous. 8 villagers go down. Beastie, time is no longer on his side. Golden Gate about to fall. One landmark remains for Marine Lord. Crossbows upgraded. Horseman upgraded. Beastie out of stone. Marine Lord. Has he got enough wood? No, he hasn't. He's on straggler trees right now. This is desperation mode as the Speskaya feels the pain. 4 volleys is all it'll take. The horsemen need to break in. They go for the break on the wall. The villagers trying to block the way. The mango shots coming in. The trebuchets are stacked. Bombards. They need to snipe something. The horsemen need to do something. It's 8 trebuchets. Down to 7. Can he get more? Landmark. Under pressure. Down to 5k HP. Another treb dead. Make it 5. He's losing firepower fast. Beastie, he needs to go for the dive now. All workers practically dead. Wood income about to run out. Repair's not going to be an option anymore. The elephants need to carry. They need to be the Hercules of the Delhi. Bombard now being rushed onto by the remaining workers. A pull away from Marine Lord. A little bit of a poke. Gonna be successful. 2 bombards remain. The villagers to keep it alive. Marine Lord. More pulled. The dive from Beastie. Can he do this? The farms, they're not working. Both of them have just given up on economy. This is no longer an RTS. This is a micro mini game. Villagers pulling around the back though, and the trebuchets. He doesn't see it. Needs to rush back. Just a few. Villagers, they get greedy. They go for the full HP treb and then switch over to the moving one. Another down. But look at what's happened here. Where has everything gone in this game? Elephant's dying. Bombards can turn around for the shots. The tower elephant cannot kill it. And the bombard is up against range units. The full garrison mode to clean it up. Beastie. It's not working. He just can't kill these bombards. They're too tanky. It's all on the trebs to win the day. The bombards are moving across. Look at the wood, though. Marine Lord has been stockpiling. 1,000 wood in reserve will be good enough to stay the executing hand of Beastie. He's got nothing left. He has been picked to the bone. Marine Lord will hold. And it will get that game number 2. Absolute absurdity between these two. A best of 7 that now has to promise delivery after a game like this. Beastie cutie. Will be stopped from running away with the series. Marine Lord just needs to get vision, get a cannon shot, and end this game. Look at this. He's having a blind fire through. But the trebuchets, like, that's it. They're gone. Absolutely wild game. Possibly one of the best I've seen in 2025. If you haven't already, this should warrant a subscribe to the channel for more of stuff like this.